Good morning, this is Vicki.
And this is Jo.
And we're the Two Natural Ladies.
And we talk about the good news we all need and ways of getting the most out of life.
We help people with practical, uplifting ways we can all make a difference.
And we're striving for better, not perfect.
And we love a good laugh. Please enjoy the show. And we're with the Two Natural Ladies. Now, this is going to be interesting because we want Adrian to hear both of us. And Adrian's a bit of a tech person, so he's worked out a way that hopefully will work, where he's listening to me on Facebook Live as well as listening to Vicki on the radio show. So there we go. So
you can hear us, Adrian, and you're on, are you?
Yes, I can hear you both.
Oh, now is that going to be...
there's an echo.
There's an echo. Maybe if I put that down, will that help?
Yeah,
or...
you could mute. You could mute him. Because
yes.
you can hear him, can't you? It's just so he can hear you.
Yes, so if I turn that off, that will be better. I know. So, okay. I met Adrian via Words with Friends a number of years ago, and we did chat a little bit, but it wasn't until the beginning of this year when COVID hit that we really started chatting, and he then, in March, started listening to our show. And I think he is the only person... Yeah, I don't think you've missed one, have you, since then, Adrian?
The last one I missed was when you went on holiday.
Well,
we missed it.
We missed it too, yes. Which is amazing. So you need a gold star for being on all of our shows, and he's our resident poet.
Yes.
So we would love to hear. Well, first of all, what made you start writing the poems?
I think it was when your son Michael was writing poetry, and we were chatting, and you said about wanted a poem about dogs. So I wrote a poem about dogs, and it was to go on the show when you had your nightmare.
We continue to have them.
Yeah, which I know. So I never wrote that one. Or I never sent that one to be read out. And then I wrote just basically a poem about your show. And the reason why was because you keep getting things wrong, Jo. When I first started corresponding on Facebook on the show, you kept calling me Aidan. And then of course it's where I live.
Yes.
And
well, Scarborough.
Yeah, where I live. I mean, I actually live in a village called Osgoby. It's actually spelled Osgodby, but it's pronounced Osgoby. Do you think you would be able to pronounce that, Jo?
Osgoby.
Osgoby.
There you go.
Yeah, so I started to write these things, and you obviously liked them because you kept reading them out. But it's really, I listen to your shows, and sometimes I disagree with what he said, and sometimes I agree with what he said. And like everybody, and we, for me, it's just something to do for a laugh. It's a bit of fun. The world is far too serious in everything, and quite rightly so. It is. We're in a serious situation. I mean, we're nearly 50,000 people dead in COVID in the UK, and and the number is rising. I have a friend of mine who's actually listening, who caught COVID in March, and is still suffering the effects of it.
Wow.
And she'll be listening from Whitby.
Can we say hello to her?
Yeah, say hello to Gail if you want.
Hi, Gail.
Hi.
Thank you for listening.
Yes.
So which poem are you going to give us first?
I think actually it was the first one that you read out, and it's called A Poem About Your Show. On Monday nights I sit and listen to the net to a pair of ladies I haven't yet met, who sit and laugh and have a chat. Never are they seen without a hat. Matters vary from week to week. The subject changes are so sleek. A guest comes to have a natter. Jo's phone battles, struggles, her eyes don't batter. Last week they asked a question, hey, should we let our hair go grey? Well, take it from me, the answer's yes. All hair is lovely, just not a mess. Then an opera singer she did speak, sounded nice and ever so meek. About the mind and all its tricks, conscious and sub, they should not mix. Sorry, they should mix. show's length may even grow. 2 slots a week, catastrophe. Oh no, because the second show won't be on at 6. As later for me, it's going to be a fix. Anyway, it's time to go and have a bite. And send this to you to read, I might. For it's 2 natural ladies I listen to, bless. From Scarborough, Joe, it's only got 1 S.
Oh, as long as you get a D in at me.
There's plenty of those.
Yes, I know. You could write them all down and just write a poem about all the things I get wrong.
I like that. Well, just all the things he has a dig at you about.
Yes. So why do you do what you do? Why do you do it?
Well, like I just said, it's a bit of fun.
Yep.
As I said, we live in this really serious world, and I try to write a poem with a little bit of humour in it. I'm not a poet. You keep saying resident international poet, but I'm not. I'm just a bloke who finds things from my point of view.
Well, I think we have to. I think we have to dispute that, because if you ask poets, they would say you were a poet, because I think poetry is an expression of, to write a poem is an expression of whatever it is that you're expressing, and I think you do it extremely well.
And you've become our resident international poet.
You're just going to have to live with it, Adrian. You are our poet.
All right, okay. I will listen to it.
Good.
I will take it all on board.
Beautiful. Now, we need another one.
Right, okay. Well, this one is really apt, especially this week and last week. It's called The Nightmare at Southern FM. There was this show on Tuesday morning when the mic failed without warning, and all was heard was Vicki saying, "And this is Jo." And then silence for a minute. Oh no. Imagine Dragons was being played, and your blushes, they were saved. No music for an hour or the promised dog chatter. So plan B happened. You had a natter. Conversations about Brussels and artichoke. They didn't get a thumbs up when Jo spoke. And then they mentioned hair should it be grey. And a grandson's opinion, well, that was nay. Vicki read lyrics from a song or two that uplift, cheer and don't make you blue. Although not all that were mentioned hit the spot. An Irish band, Jo thought not. A poem was read, composed by Jo's son. A regular event, a master bar none. Pauline came in and saved the day. And at 7 a.m. we all went yay. Live radio is a challenge, I'm sure. But you coped well, if not more. From over the airways and internet too. Put it on a podcast, please do.
I think we have. Have we?
Oh, I was just thinking maybe we should just go back and put it on a podcast.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, that was great,
Yes.
Adrian. And it did sound very like today, didn't it? I mean, Marcia came and saved the day again. So.
Oh, gosh. Yes, that's right. We brought the energy, didn't we?
We did. But I've got to say, Adrian's now saved us even more, because if this continues, we can now have people here, both of us.
That's right.
And I don't have to be quiet the whole time and just be so frustrated.
That was excruciating.
Oh, what
for
a
her.
shame.
Yes.
Oh, Adrian. So who do you write poems for apart from us?
Just you. I have actually written 2 others, and one was in September. A colleague of mine, or an ex-colleague of mine from my last school, took her own life, and because of the COVID restrictions, we weren't allowed to go to the funeral. So I wrote a short ditty for her to go on a commemoration card. And it was only 8 lines, but it was just something from the heart. And yesterday here, which was Remembrance Sunday, the chair of the parish council had collared me the night before and said, "Will you write or read a poem out?" Because I did one last year for Remembrance, and we had a little ceremony. So rather than write somebody else's or read somebody else's poem out, I wrote one and read it out. And I have to admit, there was something in my throat when I was reading it.
Well, it was a pretty emotional thing, Adrian. Yeah.
But yeah, so I posted it on Facebook, and quite a few people actually quite liked it. The mugshot was particularly bad, but
I thought the shot was very good, actually.
Oh, right. Well,
Well,
but you can,
we'll agree
if
to
you,
disagree.
if you want to, if you want to copy and paste it, Joe, and put it on your page, especially because it's Remembrance Day on Wednesday.
Oh, that's a good idea. We'll do that. Yes. So, another poem, please.
One of the most recurring themes, well, this one's quite long actually, but this is one of the most recurring themes about your show was about hair. And as I'm particularly, my hairline is 6'2". Unfortunately, I'm 6'3". So I'll just do an ode to hair, and then one which I did to take the mickey out of myself. And there is a growth that we have causes quite a stir. How long it is, or the colour, really, it's only fur. To style or to cut, the choices must be made. Pigtails or a plait? I know, let's have a braid. There's a show on the radio in Oz, don't you know, hosted by two ladies, one named Vicki, the other's Jo. They chat and laugh and really make me smile, because the world's gone mad and will be for a while. Well, a recurring theme is always about hair. For me, it's but a memory, but let's not dally there. The hair's on your head, there is much debate. You're going to wash it, of course, but at what rate? To dye or henna, whatever the task, or leave it grey, the questions you ask. For us to have our say, your listeners dear, even if the answers you may not want to hear. The lockdown has caused problems, I'll give you that. The solution really is simple. Just stick on a hat. To dye or not, you only have yourselves to blame. Two natural ladies. Well, the clue's in the name. So I wrote that for you, and then I thought, well, I was eating my lunch. I was working in doing some stuff for some underprivileged kids, and I thought, well, I can't be really constantly taking the mickey out of you. So,
I think you can.
So kind.
But anyway, an ode to the hair that's gone. I sit in Scarborough with wine listening to the woes and worries from the two of you. To dye or not, have a look, it's a fright. Take off the hat. Whoa, that's bright. But you can laugh or worry not, all told. At least, my dears, you're not bold. From the top of my head, it's gone away, and all that's left has gone all grey. 30 years since it started to go, the rate of loss, it wasn't slow. The curls I lost, the fond memories I had, down the drain, it really is too bad. When it happens, a decision needs to be made. To get a rug, make sure it's the right shade. Or a comb over, let's not have that. When it's windy, you really look a prat. I made the decisions that was enough. I'd lost my curls. It sure was rough. To cut it short, I did so there. The parting's wide. Do I care? But a silver lining there is one too. The combs and shampoos, away I threw. Here ends the tale of my locks so lush. Sadly gone, as well as the brush.
They're wonderful.
They're absolutely wonderful.
Look, thank you
What a privilege.
so much. Yes. Thank you for your time. And I just hope everything goes well for you in the next 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, I'm sure they will.
And again, thank you for coming on and for sharing some of your poetry. And I actually suggested that Adrian could have a book.
Oh, most definitely, yes.
A book of poetry.
I'll just write them for you.
Okay.
Thank you. And you have inspired a poem from me, so I'll commit to reading that out next week, Adrian.
Oh, okay.
Well, I hope I'm there to hear it.
Oh, you will be. You will be. You take care.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Oh, and just lastly, we've got a song which we'll probably only be able to play a little bit, and we'll try and sing to it.
at the end of our show, or we do play it now?
Well, we could play it now.
Play a little bit
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Okay.
So why did you pick Somebody to Love by Jefferson Airplane?
Well, you two. The last time I was on, you tried to sing to Guns N' Roses. That really didn't work very well, did it?
No.
No. I actually, like your last guest, Marcia, I love strong, powerful female voices when they sing. And you just cannot get any better than Grace Slack.
And you think we're not going to try and sing to this one, don't you?
I don't think you could do it justice.
Well, we didn't say anything about doing it justice, did we?
Well, no. But also the thing is you like things to be short. So
yes.
You can boil an egg to this one and it will still be runny.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome.
Well, thank you so much again, Adrian. You take care, and we will, I'm sure, hear some more poetry from you in the future.
Oh, absolutely.
Righto. Oh, and Vicky,
Yes.
before I go, I know I said I wasn't going to do anything about sprouts.
Yes.
I lied.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'll let you know. You'll see it in the next day or so.
Oh, fantastic. I really look forward to it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
You've been listening to the Two Natural Ladies podcast. Visit twonaturalladies.com.au for more information. Thanks for joining us.